This past week, the rhythm of American life slowed down for the annual ritual of Thanksgiving. Families across the nation gathered, indulging in feasts, watching the time-honored traditions of parades and football games. For some, the proximity of loved ones fostered deep, genuine conversations, perhaps about family history, personal struggles, or future hopes. Yet one stark contrast remains between this national experience and the reality for millions across the globe. Americans were not, by and large, huddling in the ruins of bombed-out buildings and homes, their lives suspended in agonizing uncertainty, wondering when the current siege or invasion would finally cease. With the historical exception of the American Civil War, the tactical bombing of Pearl Harbor, and the singular horror of 9/11, a day marked by coordinated terrorist attacks, the majority of Americans have been spared the profound, soul-crushing trauma of witnessing large swaths of their families, friends, and neighbors being violently targeted for the mere crime of existing in the wrong location, on the wrong day, or in the wrong country. This relative shield from sustained existential warfare provides a crucial context for the political apathy and discomfort that often defines our national discourse. The war in Ukraine continues to grind on, but the rhetoric surrounding its potential end reveals a deeply troubling agenda. According to Russian President Vladimir Putin, he holds a remarkably simple yet utterly unacceptable expectation that the Ukrainian people must surrender a portion of their sovereign territory. This concession is framed astonishingly as the reward he seeks for momentarily ceasing his attempt to conquer a sovereign, independent state. During recent press engagements, Putin was unambiguous. He stated he would halt his military aggression only once Ukrainian troops withdrew from the territories he has arbitrarily decided to claim for the Russian Federation. Furthermore, a proposed peace agreement, which reads suspiciously as if translated from a unilateral Russian dictation, places punitive conditions on the victim state. It demands that the Ukraine reduce and impose a hard cap on the size of its military forces, effectively ensuring future vulnerability. In a clear attempt to lock Ukraine into Russia's sphere of influence permanently, the document also mandates that Ukraine must permanently abandon all discussions and aspirations regarding membership in the European Union. The true message embedded in these demands is a thinly veiled threat. We will stop invading you for now, but only if you systematically dismantle your defenses and your political alliances, thereby making yourself significantly easier to overwhelm during the next inevitable unannounced invasion. It is a strategic pause designed to cripple, not secure, lasting peace. Meanwhile, the conflict in Gaza revealed the brutal limits of a humanitarian ceasefire. Despite the temporary pause in major hostilities, the Israeli military, under the direction of Benjamin Netanyahu, continued actions that targeted Palestinian combatants. The statistics during the ceasefire itself are horrifying. Israeli forces were reportedly responsible for unaliving of an average of 2 children per day, as a direct result of their violent military engagements. When the official ceasefire ended, the expected de-escalation did not materialize. Post-ceasefire airstrikes immediately escalated, and the violence extinguishing or permanently shattering countless more lives. The overwhelming sentiment among Palestinians was that the war had never truly stopped. This feeling is tragically substantiated by the facts. Over 300 Palestinian individuals lost their lives during a period that was ostensibly designated for a total cessation of violence. The brutality was so pronounced that even Qatar, a key mediator in the negotiations, felt compelled to publicly condemn the actions. In a strong statement, they characterized the immediate post-ceasefire strikes as a dangerous escalation that threatens to undermine the ceasefire. highlighting the profound lack of respect for the agreed upon pause and the human lives it was meant to protect. The chilling reality is that the violence backed by the United States continues to escalate, plunging the region deeper into crisis. Despite the gravity of these global crises, from the global geopolitical threat of Russian expansionism to the humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza, these are often precisely topics we banish from our family gatherings. We adhere to an outdated, debilitating social contract that deems open political debate impolite, fearing we might cause offense or create friction. This deliberate avoidance carries a significant civic cost. By refusing to take the time to openly debate, rigorously examine, and critically inform those we care about, our closest family and friends, we forfeit the opportunity to build a shared, informed understanding of genuinely important topics. Instead of engaging in the challenging but necessary work of political discourse, we choose procrastination. We perpetually put off talking about these things until a better time that, in reality, never arrives, or until our attention is irrevocably scattered by the next shocking headline, a phenomenon that has become all too common and tragically normalized in our modern era. The political void is not just a lack of conversation. It is a collective failure to confront the uncomfortable truths of the world, allowing the critical decisions of our time to be made without the foundational debate that true democracy requires. Paulo Freire said, "Washing one's hands of the conflict between the powerful and the powerless means to side with the powerful, not to be neutral." That's all for this week. Until next time, remember, your voice is vital. Stand up, speak out, strike back. They don't know what they started. If you appreciate this content, please like, share, and subscribe. For updates, ring the bell. Your support truly helps the channel.
Take the